Okay, I am getting up on Facebook and Instagram, so give me a moment to get this shared out, and we will begin in a moment. Get this shared out. Sorry, I'm trying to share it, and I hear the video. Anyway. I know today has been like a very tragic and stressful day. So we're hoping that tonight's live and everything we're doing, sorry for those who don't hear me typing, that you will see a little bit of relief and learn something in the meantime. So let me, okay, I think that's all I needed to do. So I see people have already gotten on. I hope, despite what has happened today, that everyone had a pretty good Monday. Unlike a lot of people, I like Mondays. I don't know, it's just Sundays are kind of like my rest day. I kind of get things together, and then Monday I'm like ready to hop in. I know what I'm going to do, and I can get things done. So, but I woke up today to just seeing a whole bunch of things. So I'm hoping that those of you who join us tonight, that, excuse me, that you will get just a little bit of break from everything that's being pushed out on social media. I am rocking my Texas Wesleyan football shirt. I went to a very small private Christian college, and we haven't had a football team since 1941. And so we are in our second season of having football again. So I had to support because, as an alumni, they gave me a free shirt. So I'm going to rock my free shirt. And as a blogger, we all love that wonderful thing where we get free products. So So I see a few people have hopped on. Let me go ahead and introduce myself, introduce the group, and what we are going to talk about tonight. So my name is Vernetta R. Freeney. I am the organizer of the Houston African American Bloggers Association, otherwise known as HAB, and I will say HAB for the rest of the live because it's just so much easier. HAB helps our members get paid, gain exclusive access to high connections, and stay up to date on the latest industry news, trends, and strategies. We do this because we know how challenging it is for African American voices to not only be heard, but to be respected and accepted in the online content creator world. So that is a little bit about what we do. Now, tonight's topic is quite interesting. I am going to talk about Facebook audio. So for those of you who do not know, Charlotte, our co-organizer, was the one who told us about this. And I'm like freaking out because I'm like, I don't have it on my computer and it's on the phone. So, so anyway, I am going to talk about Facebook audio, and it is quite interesting. I did a practice one private, and then I did a public one. I played around with it. So let's kind of hop into Facebook audio. Okay, so do you want to go live, but you don't want to show your face? I know a lot of people don't like to show their face. They may be shy or an introvert, or you may not want to get dressed up that day. Let's just be honest. Sometimes we want to stay in our pajamas, for those of us who work at home, and we don't want to have to get dressed up to go on live. So Facebook has made that possible. You don't need fancy equipment either. All you need is your phone. So I can't show you on the phone because I'm using my phone for Instagram. But it's not on the computer. I tried on the computer. I thought it was on the computer. So as of right now, it is just an app feature. So you can only do Facebook audio from your phone. You cannot do Facebook audio from the computer. Now you can do Facebook Live from phone or a computer because I'm doing it from the computer. But you cannot do Facebook audio from the computer. It's phone only. Now, the possibilities using Facebook Live audio are endless and can probably become annoying if the wrong people get a hold of it. And you know what I mean. Those people who go live at the grocery store, they're walking down the street and they see a leaf blow off a tree. And so they have to do a Facebook Live about the leaf blowing off the tree. So now with Facebook Live audio, the sheer fact that we don't have to see your face, you can just speak, is probably going to not turn out well if the wrong people just have to go live all the time. Like they wake up, oh my God, I just woke up. Today's going to be a great day. We don't care. Like, like honestly, we don't. So if you are going to use Facebook Live audio, please go live responsibly. Now, I played around with it, and so did the other leadership team members. We all love it. I probably like it because I'm a podcaster. And then I found this really cool feature on my computer, also for totally off subject. But anyway, as a podcaster, this could be a really great thing for a lot of people who are saying that they want something that they can use on the go. Maybe you don't want to carry equipment and you can kind of go live then. So I gave you a little bit of a tip there if you are a podcaster. Now, I am not big on going live because I'm an introvert and I have to pump myself up before I do every live for you guys. However, I'm a little bit more animated than the other leadership team members. So they are definitely going to do Facebook Live audio, and I'm probably going to stick to Facebook Live if I do public things. Now, we are doing a 30-day blog challenge with the group, and it's open to everyone who is interested in jumpstarting or restarting your blog. And so Charlotte, the co-organizer, is going to do a mixture of live and live audio. So you get a chance to see how it works. Now, before I continue, I do want to say something about using Facebook Live audio. It is going to be very hard to find it on your homepage. Like when I did it live and I went to go back to see some things that I'm going to share with the members in our members only training on Wednesday, it was very hard for me to find it. So you have to be careful because it's going to look like a photo on your timeline, on your personal timeline. It's not going to look like a video. So when you're scrolling, you have to be careful because you're going to look for a picture with maybe, I think it was a circle and a triangle. I think that's what I saw. But anyway, it's going to be very hard for you to see it on your timeline if you're scrolling rather quickly. So that's another tip. Now, okay, so it goes back to what I was saying. I'm not going to go into explicit details on how it works because that's going to be a members only training. Sorry, that is the perk of membership. Now, in this training, I am going to share how to use it in other content ways. Like I stated, we are going to see Charlotte use Facebook Live audio in our 30-day blog challenge. So she's already created one Facebook Live audio that went out this morning for today's theme. And then she'll do a mixture of live audio and Facebook Live, and then some written things. So again, if you want to join the 30-day blog challenge, it is an event page on our Facebook page. And we really hope you join, because this will give you a chance to see Facebook Live audio and how you can use it in a way to engage with your audience. Now, now I want to share a very cool feature. I want to share why this is a very cool feature. Facebook created something that 1/6 of the world's population will only be able to use. Okay. Now, here are some other reasons people use Facebook Live audio. You may hate being on video, but you have a message. You may have something quick to share, and you don't want to have to go through the production of getting on video, getting seen, getting dressed up, whatever the case may be. You may have something you want to put out, like maybe you have a webinar that night, and instead of doing a full production of video, you hop on Facebook Live audio and you say, hey guys, meet me tonight on Zoom, my Facebook group, wherever you're doing your webinar, and just put that out there. It's going to be on your homepage. It's going to be seen and, well, it's going to be heard by people, but you don't have to go through the whole production of getting dressed up. You don't have to go through the whole production of making sure your space is quiet. Well, you do want to make sure your space is quiet, but it's cleaned. You know, certain things we have to do when we go live. We don't need to have dirty house, a mess, or anything like that. We want to have a nice, clean background, something presentable, something that is not going to distract people. Facebook Live audio is not going to distract people because they're not going to see anything but a photo, or I think it's a black screen if you don't have a photo. Now, maybe you are in your pajamas and you don't want to get out of your pajamas. So for people who don't want people looking at you because it makes you nervous, Facebook Live audio is another way. Why a lot of people podcast. They have something to say, but they may not want to be seen. If you have something to say and you're not a podcaster, Facebook Live audio may be a really good option for you. Now, on the flip side, it's live, so you can't edit. And people will hear everything. So you do want to try to be in a quiet place. Again, it is live. You can probably edit afterwards, but you have to download and go through a whole process to edit. So it is a live thing. Think of radio. Okay, so Facebook Live audio is going to be something similar to radio. Once you hit play, you're going to be heard. So you need to probably have notes or an outline or some note cards or an idea of what you want to say. You don't want to seem like you're rambling unless that's your thing, but you want to make sure that you feel comfortable because it's live and you may get tongue-tied. I get tongue-tied quite often, but you need to make sure that you have something that you want to share that people will listen to. Now, why would Facebook create this? More than 1 billion people in the next, I believe, 5 to 10 years will only be able to talk to text. So what does that mean? Typing will not be something 1/6, well, probably, I don't think it's 1/6, anyway, of the world population will be able to do. Especially, I believe it is in India, and Facebook is really trying to get big in India. They are creating their phones where there's not going to be typing per se on the phone. It's going to be just talk, and the phone will respond to the commands that you give it. Facebook Live audio is a very great option because if you're in a community that may not have strong Wi-Fi or great internet connection, with it being audio instead of video, you're not using as much. So you can still get your message out there. I'm not sure why people are not going to be able to type or text on their phone. Maybe they didn't go to school and learn to read and write, but Facebook is in the business of making sure that everybody in this world has at least one Facebook account. So they probably have created Facebook Live to accommodate the 1 billion, or I think it's a little over 1 billion people who will only be able to talk to text. It still allows you to spread your message in a way that works best for you and for the person who is receiving. Like I said, I'm animated, so I know me moving my hands annoys some people, but I can't help it. I can't keep my hands still. So if I know a large group of people who listen to me don't like my hands moving, then I may be able to use Facebook Live audio, and I can move my hands as much as I want to, and no one's going to see it, and you still get the message that I want to share. So that is also another option. Okay. And if you have questions, because I know people are on, if you have questions, please feel free to post them. I will answer. But if it's a detailed question, please know detailed questions will be discussed in our members only training on Wednesday. So if you're not a member, you may want to join, because I am going to walk them through how Facebook Live audio works. Because honestly, I don't think a lot of people even know about this feature. And it wasn't something I knew about until Charlotte told us about it, the leadership team. So we're all excited. We played around with it, and it kind of fits into next year's bootcamp theme. So I'll talk about that in a second. Now, here's something that we also need to consider when we are doing Facebook Live audio. It probably won't have the same connection issues as video, meaning it probably won't freeze or buffer. We know how sometimes if the Wi-Fi is not strong or it's raining outside, depending on who your internet is through, you may have some buffering or some, the screen freezing and it looks like a puzzle or something like that. That may not happen with audio. It may just continue to go instead of causing any type of disruption. Now, I'm not saying disruption may not happen. It probably will, but it may not be as bad as when you have video. With audio, you can listen at any time and you can do other things while you are listening. Unlike video, when we have a video playing, we want to see the person who's speaking. But if we have audio, we can't see the person, so we are probably capable of doing other things: driving, cooking dinner, helping with homework, reading, I don't know, working out. So this gives an option for you to still reach your audience and not kind of pause their life. Like they can continue to do things and to not have your message disrupt what they have going on. Now with video, again, most people are going to stop. They're going to watch. If they don't have time to watch, then they're going to want to come back and watch later. So it becomes a time issue with video. With Facebook Live audio, it's not going to be an issue because you can continue to do things and still listen live at the time, and you know, your time is not going to, or your schedule won't be interrupted. Now, why did I talk about Facebook Live audio? And I probably talked really fast tonight, but I'm going to tell you why, because we have some things going on for you guys, for members and non-members. So I wanted to make sure we had time to get everything done, and I can answer your questions for those of you who have questions. Okay, so why did I talk about Facebook Live audio? Well, next year's boot camp will focus on video and audio platforms and what's to come in the future of content creation. So that means us writers, those of us who love words, who love to write, who put pen to paper and then type it out, the writers, the bloggers, we are going to have to step up and get with the times. While writing is still the medium of this whole online content creator world, we are going to have to add video or audio. It is a must. We're not going to be able to get out of it. So for those of you who really, really, really do not like Facebook Live, Periscope, Instagram Live, you don't like going live, I would highly suggest that you start playing around with Facebook Live audio. Why? Here's something else I'll share with you. You can embed it. So that means you take the embed code, you can put it on your blog, and there you go. Now you have something for the auditory learner. Okay, so we have to look at our readers, and we have to know how do they consume content. A lot of people read, but a lot of people watch video. A lot of people listen. A lot of people like both written and video, or written and audio. Some people like video and audio. Some people like all three. So in order to strengthen whatever it is you're sharing, you want to try to have at least one audio or one video every now and again on your blog. For those of you who are in the YouTube space or live stream space or podcasting and things of that nature, while people come for your video and for your audio, they also do want to kind of read some notes that you may have. So you're going to have to write as well. So with that being said, we decided to do our boot camp focusing on audio and video. Why? Because a lot of blog conferences only focus on the written. How many people even knew about Facebook Live audio before you watched this video? This is something that blog conferences should have put out, should have known about. We probably should have talked about it at our blog bootcamp this year. So next year, we are going to make sure that you know what's going on with video and with audio to help you kind of get some, I guess you could say, added layers to your blog, added, and then to keep people on a little bit longer. If they're having to listen, if they have to watch a video, it keeps them on your blog longer. They may get curious and want to go to something else. This gets us back to our 30-day blog bootcamp. We are showing you, whether you're a member or not, whether you live in Houston or not, whether you blog or not, if you are interested in jumpstarting or restarting your blog, I highly encourage you to join our 30-day blog challenge. Why? There's going to be things that you, or questions that you have, or things that may come up, and you want to know a little bit more. You may not belong to a group, or you may not be able to pay for a blog coach. There's a thing that's a blog coach. There are blog coaches or a blog consultant, but you want to at least get back into it. So the 30-day blog challenge is going to use Facebook Live audio. Like I said, we've already have one Facebook Live audio out. If you go to have 30-day blog challenge event page, Charlotte has already put one out so you can see it. I'm telling you about it, and now you can go and see how it's done. If you want to know how to do it, that's a members only training again. With that being said, with us shifting and focusing on video and audio next year for our blog bootcamp and us doing this 30-day blog challenge with you guys, we wanted to open up our bootcamp tickets a little bit early. So for the month of October, while we are doing the blog challenge, we are going to run a blind faith sale. So what does that mean? It means you know our focus, which is audio and video. You know our date, which is August 4th, 2018. And you know it will be an extended, it's not going to be a 4-hour bootcamp, it's going to be extended, and we will serve breakfast and lunch. And you get to get your ticket now for just $35. We will not do early bird for $35. We sold out this year, so we have to move to a bigger venue. With us moving to a bigger venue, that means we are going to have to reflect that in the ticket prices. So if you are curious and you want to go, or you missed out this year and you want to make sure you get your seat, go ahead and get the blind faith sale, because you want to make sure that you are guaranteed a seat at this year's boot camp. We have people still messaging us the day of, like an hour before. We had someone just show up randomly. So we know people want to learn. We know that we find the best speakers. We find the most informative presenters possible. And we want to make sure that you have a place. So the 30-day blog challenge, which will be utilizing Facebook Live audio, is a way for you to get a taste of HAB and what you could probably expect at next year's bootcamp. Also, it is a way for you to really see, do I want to get more serious about blogging? Do I want to really put some time and effort? Okay, let me do this challenge. You know, you have until the 31st. If you really feel that blogging is something you want to do, whether it's a hobby or you're serious or you want to make money from it, being able to attend the blog bootcamp will help you learn in a more professional way how to really utilize your platform, really how to get your message out to the audience that you want to reach. And remember that if you want to really learn how Facebook Live audio works now, instead of waiting for the bootcamp, then you want to join HAB. That is going to be a members-only training this Wednesday. And you can join for $10 a month or $100 a year. I am excited for our blog, 30-day blog challenge. I will be a participant. I am not over it. I did not plan it. I maybe gave some feedback, but I am going to be a participant. I want to put a little bit more time and effort into my own blog. I don't have a problem with the podcast. I have a problem with my blog, finding time to blog. So I'm excited to join, and I'm excited to see how Charlotte is going to incorporate Facebook Live audio into the 30-day blog challenge. So if you have questions, please feel free to post them. If you missed any of our past Facebook Live, you can go to our Facebook page. We have a playlist now. That is a new feature on Facebook pages. For those of you who have a Facebook business page, you can create a playlist of your Facebook Lives. So you can find all of our Facebook Live in a playlist, or if you're a YouTuber, you can go to YouTube and find our videos there. I want to thank you for joining. I didn't want to spend a lot of time on this topic because, number one, you're going to see how it's going to be used all month. And number two, for more details, you have to be a member because I'm going to show them how it works. And then number three, we are kicking off our 30-day blog challenge tonight. Even though the information has been put up and our first task has been put up on the event page, we are kicking it off. So join us 8 o'clock. That's in a few minutes, half an hour. Join us at 8 o'clock and you will learn more about the 30-day blog challenge. And it is absolutely free and open to any and everyone who wants to participate and jumpstart or restart your blog. So we hope to see you again at 8 o'clock on our Facebook page. It will not be on Instagram Live. It will only be on our Facebook page. And make sure you get on the event page so you see how Facebook Live audio works. So that is all I have for today. I will see you guys in a few minutes. I will be a viewer, and Charlotte will be on to show you or tell you a little bit more about our 30-day blog challenge. So thank you guys so much for joining tonight, and we will see you next Monday at 7 p.m. for our weekly Facebook Live, and I will have a little bit more time to talk because the 30-day blog challenge is not going to use what I'm talking about. So we will see you next Monday.